Hey guys, how you doing? Matt here, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how to play John Mayer's new song called Driftin'. So yesterday I actually had the opportunity to go see him live in Boston with some of my family, and just an absolutely amazing concert. And I took the video of the song, and some people in the front row, they posted videos on YouTube and they had close-ups. So I think I figured out how he plays it. There's some variation going on and some finger picking techniques. So we're going to get right into that, get right into all the grooves, and I'll show you guys how to play it. So to get right going on this song, you want to put capo on the 2nd fret. So remember, when you put a capo on the guitar, you want to keep it as close as you can to the fret, to the best sound. You don't want to keep it far away. So right on there should be good. And I'm going to go over the chords of the song. So the first chord is a E minor 7, which follows this. Next chord is a C major. Next we have a G with just the B. And John Mayer always plays his chord to the thumbs. If you're not comfortable with that, you can always do this. Next we have a D with a G bass. You're muting 5 with your thumb if you can. And the next chord we have a C at 9, but you're taking off your pointer finger, so it just follows. And that should be all. All right, so now we got all the chords down. We're gonna go over the right hand, which I think is probably the hardest part of the song. So actually in the concert yesterday, he said that he didn't like playing the song with the pick that he played on night 1 of his tour. So he said from now on, he's gonna be strumming. And one thing about John Mayer is when he's kind of going through his picking, he tends to just use his thumb and his pointer finger. And a good rule of thumb, if you want to follow what he does, is you kind of have your thumb straight. You're going to be using this part of your thumb, this kind of fleshy part here, and you're going to almost kind of hook your pointer finger. You're going to be catching it on this part of the finger, and it acts kind of as like a pick in its own way. So the right hand is very similar to his Born and Raised album for Shadow Days, where so you're just kind of alternating what you're doing with the thumb and the pointer. So if we start off the first song, I'll just go through the pattern on one chord. So the first chord is the E minor 7, and you're gonna first pluck the E, or the fifth string here. Hit the 4th string with your pointer finger. You're gonna jump down with your thumb here. A little bit awkward. It's like you're gonna alternate going down between the fingers, and it's a smooth roll when you're doing it. It's going up and down at the same time. So that's kind of the general rules, kind of keeping that up and go. You got to keep the motion going. He's very rhythmic. He doesn't have one set in stone, but he's constantly moving it up and down. And I also find what helps is to keep, a lot of players have their fingers planted when they're playing finger styles. So I think it's easier to work through this when you're having just your hand off the guitar and you're having this smooth roll up and down, and it gives that kind of rhythm. So all right, so we're gonna start off the song now. We have the right hand, we have all the chords. So for the intro part, he plays 1 or 2 bars or loops of this, and the chords follow. You have the first is the E minor 7. Next we got the C major. We got a G with just the B, and then last we have the G the D shape with the G bass. And when you combine that pattern, there's a little bit of a melody that goes on in the intro, and kind of goes like this. So what he's doing is he's using that pattern, but he's emphasizing on a melody. So the first part is you're going through that pattern, and you're hitting that. You're really emphasizing the open E string and that B string. And then next you're gonna move to that C, and kind of same thing. You're going through it, and you're gonna end up hitting the open B twice. So move yourself to the G shape with the B, except you're not having the B open here. You're going back to that 1st fret and just going open and then B, and then you're finishing off with the D shape, and I notice how he just kind of mucks through the D string, just some sort of melody. So after all together, you kind of get one more time. Full speed. Alright, so we have the intro done, and all that's left is just the verse and the chorus. I don't think there's a bridge that I saw. There's just kind of, you know, same pattern of that melody, and then he goes into the chorus. So it's pretty much the same thing as the intro, except he's taking out that C major shape and he's replacing it with that C add 9 shape that I showed you earlier. And he's not hitting the melodies during this part. He's just kind of mucking through it, and he's keeping that up and down pattern to, you know, to sing over it. So kind of follows like this. He's really emphasizing on the bass. Same thing for the verse and the chorus. So that's about it, guys. That's all parts of the song. We had the intro, the verse, and the chorus. So I think you have a general understanding of how the song goes, you know, the picking pattern, the chords. But one last thing is I'll give a little rundown of the song. I'll do the intro, and I'll kind of hum some of the melodies so you can kind of figure out where the chord changes go with some of the lyrics, and you can work on it yourself. I'll link in the description the video that I used to make this one, where it's a close-up of John kind of in the front, someone in the front row is recording him. So you can do your best to follow him and play along to him. So it starts off with the intro again. So the sing comes in and sound something time alone. Sending something and the chorus, and I'm drifting. Then he pauses and goes back into that intro part. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. That's all I have for today's tutorial. And like I said, I think you have enough information to get the song going, maybe get your own covers out there. I covered, you know, the intro, the verse, and the chorus. And if you need more practice, reference the other video. And I think John Mayer is having more music coming out this year. So I'm going to keep following that, keep putting tutorials out there. And like I said, just be sure to check out my channel. I have original songs on there. I have concert videos. I have tutorials, covers. And just please help my channel grow. Any subscribers helps. I'm close to 100. Please hit a like button. And if you have any suggestions on songs you want to hear in the future, possibly covers or more tutorials, just let me know down in the comment section down below. So thank you guys, and peace.